Hi everyone again, here is Seif, your science teacher for this course, and today we have really interesting topic which is the light. Can you see me without light? If your answer is no, this is why we are going to study light. Light is very important in our life, and this is why we are going to study it. Here we have an activity to do it together. A question at the beginning as usual. Here we go. This is your activity. We have many light sources in our life. I need you to start classifying them into two main categories, two classes, two types, okay? You have many sources. I need you to tell me in each one, is it artificial or natural source? Take a look here. But Mr. Seif, can you come please? Okay, I'm coming. I need to ask you a question. What is it? What does it mean artificial? And what's the difference between artificial and natural? Okay, here we go. Artificial means made by human, or you can say human-made. And natural, it's found in nature and it's created by God. Human cannot do it, cannot create a one. Okay, that's the difference between them. Let's try together to classify them. Here is the first light source. It lies in front of you on the screen. Is it natural or artificial? Take a time to think in the meaning of natural and artificial. Remember, artificial, it's a human-made. Human can create a similar one. And natural, human cannot do it. Okay? And this one, represented by only one of them. Is it natural or artificial? What do you think? Let's give it a try. I guess so. So it's an artificial light source. What about the second one? Maybe this one is a bit similar. The sun. Is the sun natural or artificial light source? What do you think? Can you create a similar one? If your answer is no, that means the sun is a natural source of light. Let's give it a try. Here we go. Yes, exactly. It's a natural source of light. I guess your mission is getting easier. Here we go. The second one here, or the third one, is the electric lamp. Is it natural or artificial? I guess so. Human can create a similar one. So, let's make sure. You're right. It's an artificial light source. What about lightning? Can you make lightning? Can you create lightning? I'm not sure if you can create or no. I cannot. So, human cannot create a one. It's totally natural light source. Finally, or before the final step, the fire. This one is a little bit tricky. Okay, is it natural or artificial? Take a time to think in this question. Let's see. If your answer is natural or artificial, I'm going to correct. It's a natural source of light. Definitely, it's a natural source of light. Fire is a little bit tricky light source because you can think like this right now. I can make fire. Okay, but you need primary tools. You need tools to create fire. This is why sometimes we classify the fire as a natural source of light. Okay, basically it's fire. I know you can do it, but without primary tools, you cannot. This is why it's mainly natural light source. Finally, the laser. This one is so easy. I'm sure you can catch it right. Here we go. It's artificial source of light. That was the first activity. Congratulations, I have a gift for you at the end of this video because you were smart in the first activity. Let's keep going. Hi again in the second activity. I have another activity to do it together, which is in front of you. I have many forms of energy in front of you. Can you determine which form of energy is this one? Look at the figure. Yes, you are smart. It's the magnetic energy. The magnetic energy, it's one of the forms of energy. But I have a question for you. Is it important for our vision? Do we see using magnetic energy? Take a time to think in this question. Let's do the other one. Here, this one. Which form of energy is this? Is it sound energy? If your answer was sound energy, you are right. Here we go. This is the sound energy, but I'm asking you the same question. Is it important for our vision? I guess it's important to hear something, but not in our vision. So what about the last one? The electric energy. And you catch it right, by the way. It's the electric energy. Is it important for our vision? Your answer might be yes, because we can use electricity to make the lamps work. But I'm talking about the form of energy itself. Is it visible? Do we see the electricity? No, Mr. Saif. We do not see electricity, but sometimes we can use it to light up the electric lamps to see. But is it visible form? No. So what about the light, which is the last one here? Do we see light? Yes, Mr. Saif. We see light. So is it important for our vision? It's really important. It's the most important one to make you see things. This is why we are going to study the light energy. It's the most important form of energy to our eyes. It causes vision. And simply this is what's meant by light. Light means form of energy can be seen. Form of energy can be seen. It's the only form of energy can be seen and causes vision. Simply, that was what does it mean light. Is it hard to keep it in mind here? Among all light sources in our life, which are a lot, we have natural and artificial light sources, as you can see on the screen. Some of them are a little bit weird. Why? Because you didn't imagine before we have an insect considered the source of light. Or it uses the light as a way of communication, which is the firefly beetle. But all of them are really common in one thing, which is they are light sources. These are light sources, okay? You can use these light sources in answering lots of questions. For example, I'm going to ask you, can you give me examples of natural light sources? You can say sun. You can say lightning. Or I can ask you another question, which is, can you exemplify some artificial light sources? You can say, for example, electric lamp. You can say, for example, torch. Okay, some of the questions maybe come up for you in the exam to classify. Here are the light sources in front of you. I need you to classify them into two main classes, as we did previously. Okay, put the natural light sources together and the artificial light sources together. But be careful, because the next step is really tricky. Some students are making some mistakes sometimes when you ask them to classify the light sources. Some of them are writing moon, or maybe water, or even mirror. You have to keep in mind something. They are not light sources. They are like reflecting surfaces. They are making reflection to the light. Look at the mirror here. When you stand up in front of the mirror, you see your image. But I have a question for you right now. The one is in the mirror. Is this one you or a reflection for your body? Right, it's a reflection. This is not real one. When you see yourself in the mirror, the one is in the mirror, not exactly a one. This is a reflection for the image, because the mirror is a smooth surface. It makes light reflection. The light rays fall on the mirror and then reflect back to your eyes, and this causes vision. The same here in the water and in the moon. This is the trickiest one ever. These are not light sources. They are making light reflection, exactly like the mirror. So if I asked you true or false question, moon is a light source. It's not a light source. Water is a light source. It's not a light source. Mirror is a light source. Definitely false. It's not a light source. The next question is really important for you and me at the same time. How does the light travel? Is it traveling in a straight line, or maybe curved lines? Is it straight like this, or zigzag or curvy? Take a look on the screen. Here is the answer for your question. The light travels in a straight line, and you see this every day. Look at the light rays. They are traveling in a straight line. And you have seen this before, I know, but you didn't think about this question before. How to prove that the light travels in a straight line? I have an activity. You can do it in home, by the way. Take a look here. You can make this activity in home. All you need just 3 partitions and make a hole in each one of them exactly from the middle. Put a light source in one of the sides and put your eyes, not exactly your eyes, I need you to go in the other side and take a look on the light source in the hole that you made already in the middle of the 3 partitions. Can you see the candle? Exactly, you can see it because they are arranged on a straight line. The next step, prove that the light travels in a straight line. Bring any partition, especially the middle one, to the left or the right hand side. Can you see the light? No. Why? Because the light cannot travel in a curved lines. It travels only in a straight line. The next part is really important. Here we go. We have light sources, as we said before, and they are producing light rays. These light rays are moving in a straight line. When they face one of the objects, some of the phenomena are happening, and it depends on the type of the object. Let's take a look on this one here. Is this one transparent object or an opaque object? Because it depends. If it's an opaque object, opaque means the light cannot pass through it, okay? The light stopped at this point. When the light rays are passing from this side, they face an opaque object and they stopped. It means this object blocked the light rays from traveling in the other side. This is what's meant by opaque. Other objects are transparent, but this one is not one of them. So what's going to happen if an opaque object faced the light rays? Exactly, you are right. It blocks the light rays. It prevents the light rays from moving, so they stop here. This is causes in the other side this phenomenon, okay, which is the shadow. Shadow is a darkened area. As you can see here, it's a dark area. Why exactly is it formed? Because one of the objects, especially the opaque objects, blocked the light rays from passing to the other side. And here is the meaning of shadow. Darkened area formed due to traveling the light in a straight line when they face an opaque object. So what are the rest of objects? Transparent, semi-transparent, you are right. So this is why we are going to study them. Hi again. This is the first one of them, the transparent object. Look at this and tell me, what does it mean, transparent? Yes, as you said, it's an object allows light rays to pass through. This is why you can see what is behind the transparent object very clearly. Okay, you can see what is behind them clearly. So can you give me extra examples of transparent objects? Let me give you other examples. Here we go. We have the glass, the air, the water. All of these are transparent objects. Some of the objects are semi-transparent. They are not exactly transparent. They allow light rays to pass through them, some of the light rays to pass through them, and other light rays, they prevent them actually. This is why we use them in the rooms that we need some privacy in, like the frosted glass. It's one of the semi-transparent objects. And here is the last one, the last type, the opaque objects, which are making shadows because they prevent light rays from passing through them. Look at this one, the wooden door here. It prevents the light rays from passing through them. This is why you cannot see what is behind. Keep this in mind. Opaque, they do not allow light to pass. And here we go. This is other example of opaque materials. Can you give me extra examples? Yes, wood. What else? Look around and tell me anything around you doesn't allow light to pass through. Prevents light from passing. When you close it, the light cannot pass. The wall. Excellent. What else? Can you give me more examples? I have another question for you. Sometimes we use carton papers to cover the rooms and the windows of the photography room. True or false? Yes, it's true. Because they prevent light rays from passing through them and keeps the room without so much light or extra light source that maybe keeps the quality of the photos high quality. That makes the quality of the photo high quality. I have another question, which is, carton papers are opaque materials. True. Excellent. This is the conclusion of the previous part. We have 3 main parts, which is a transparent one, semi-transparent one, sometimes we call it translucent, And the last one is opaque. The transparent object allow all light rays to pass. Most of light rays can pass through them. And the translucent allow some of the light rays to pass, the other types no. And here is the opaque materials. They do not allow all light rays to pass. So which one of them can you see what is behind clearly? You're right, it's the transparent object. You can see 100% what's exactly behind them. Here is the translucent. You cannot see 100% details behind them. You can see only some of the details. And the opaque materials, they do not allow vision at all. They block the light rays. Be careful, the next activity is a little bit tricky. Take a look here. What do you see? I'm not asking about the mountain, by the way. I'm asking about the phenomenon that is happening here. It seems like there is a reflection here of the mountain, but this is typical one. This is so similar one. Yes, it seems like it's a reflection, light reflection. So what do you see here? It's the same phenomenon. We have light reflection here, but this one is not exactly similar one. Yes, that's the point. When exactly the light reflection is happening regularly and when exactly it is not happening regularly. Or to simplify the meaning, why sometimes we see the reflection very smooth and clear and other times no. I'm going to explain. The regular light reflection is happening when you stand up in front of a smooth surface like this, like the mirror. It reflects all light rays in the same direction with the same angle, like this. Look here, you can find all light rays are reflecting back like this image in the same direction with the same angle. That means you can see the reflection of the image very clearly. But other times the surfaces are not very smooth. They are rough, a little bit rough. Like here. This is not a smooth water surface. This is wavy water surface. So as you can see, the light rays are falling down, but they are not reflecting in the same direction with the same angle. They are scattered away in every direction. This is why you cannot see your image here. This is why you cannot see the light reflection here, regular light reflection. Look here, this is regular reflection. The light rays are reflecting in the same direction. On the other hand, this is the irregular reflection. You cannot see the light rays are reflecting in the same direction. No, they are reflecting in every direction around. They are not in the same direction. That means irregular reflection. So simply, this is the difference between regular reflection and irregular reflection. Here, regular reflection, all light rays are reflecting in the same direction when they fall down on a smooth surface, such as mirror, such as smooth water surface. Okay, so here, that's the irregular reflection, which is happening when the light rays are falling down on a rough surface, such as wood, such as, for example, the wall. I need you to take a look on this image. Here, you have two main surfaces. This is water, and also this is water. But which one of them represents regular reflection? Which one of them causes a regular reflection for the light rays? The image is clear. Yes, here. This is regular reflection, but here the water is wavy. So this is why you cannot see the image clearly. Because you were very smart in the previous lesson, I created this game for you and I left the link below down the video. Don't forget to make like, subscribe if you didn't make yet, and ask me any question. Feel free to ask me in the comments below any question or ask me to create a game for your lesson. I can do it. And let's try one together. Light reflectant surface from the following. It makes reflection. Something from the following makes reflection. Maybe you are thinking about glass, but it's a transparent object. It allows light to pass through, so it doesn't reflect back. Here, water and moon, water only, moon only. So if both of them make reflection, this is going to be the right answer. Amazing! If it's the right answer, give yourself a big hand. These are the gifts for you. As much as you solve questions here, you collect more gifts. And see you. Bye.